Professor Olinga Taeed, why does a person who is born in Laos, is from Iranian descent, is professor in the UK, is member of the council member and expert advisor at China e-commerce blockchain committee? How did that come about?
Okay, so the why and how are different things. So the why am I interested in being a member is because China purports to have around 70% of the blockchain and tokenization market in the world. And I am interested in doing things at scale which are sustainable. I'm interested in structures for good. And it's very nice to do small stuff, but really, I'm an old man and I need to start delivering this in the big scale to see some evidence. So China is the opportunity to contribute to the world on a scale that's unimaginable. That's my interest. How we got there was because I was, I did okay up to the age of 48. I retired at 48 from the private sector business world. And the last 10, 11 years has been for me to explore around non-financial value. We all know the currency of financial value, the dollar. But what is the currency of non-financial value? Is it how we feel, like sentiment? Is it data? About the data around sentiment? What is it? And so I set up a not-for-profit foundation called the Center for Citizenship, Enterprise and Governance. And we now have 125,000 members around the world. And it became the world's leading think tank in the movement of value. That's the measurement, transaction, and the delivery of value. And I think it's that brought me to the attention of the Chinese government.
Yeah, interesting. You have your SE index, which basically is one number which describes the value, the social, how do you call it? It's the social
earnings ratio.
The social earnings ratio and non-financial earnings, so that is, we're going to talk about more about that. And you have about 1,000 people in the think tank thinking about how to measure these things. And why is this love between this measurement of this non-financial assets and blockchain? How did that love from you hit you in I think it was 2015 or 16?
So yes, it was. So we started the idea. I was commissioned by the Prime Minister's team in the UK, David Cameron, in 2011, to come up with a way to measure, for a think tank called Big Society, measure non-financial value. We did it, and it was called the SE ratio, and it became the most rapidly adopted metric in the world. In fact, the Vatican, where I gave a speech in 2014, called it the God metric, which is a bit embarrassing. But it was a marketing coup, Vincent, a marketing coup. But when they said it, I couldn't believe it. So it took off. But the measurement of non-financial value, the measurement of love and happiness and hope, etc., which is the foundation of many laws around the world, where they say, procurement cannot be given unless you deliver social value for like a bridge or a railway contract.
Actually, you say that happens in Italy, right? That you have to have, if you do a project, an infrastructure project, a certain percentage of it has to be valued in SE.
This is actually in most countries. So in the UK, there's a law called the Social Value Act. We are the main supplier of metrics for the governments or local governments and suppliers. So it means if 10 suppliers bid to build a bridge, and you are no longer just measured on best price, quality, and speed, but around 20% of the mark is on the social value. And the question then came to who gives that mark? So we did this for UK government. We did it for Theresa May also before she became Prime Minister for modern slavery. How do you measure modern slavery? There's a law for that. And we then started doing it for 5 EU commissions on leather, on textiles.
So that is a rabbit hole in itself. I mean, that is amazing, and that I kick myself that I don't know about it because it's really important. But how does blockchain fit in?
Okay, so by 2016, we were clearly we were the world leaders in the sector. But my CEO, Barbara Melish, came from hardcore banking, said, Olinga, you're not changing the world. All you've done is found out about a system that no one really cares about measurement. It's like, as I said, Vincent, it's like feeling love and knowing it, but not transacting it, not actually telling someone I love. And so he said, to go to the serious world, we need to transact this stuff. So we were digitizing non-financial value. We were turning sentiment into financial value and through fast data. And we went to look for transaction system-based digital transaction systems. We came across blockchain in May 2016. I'm embarrassed to say I had never heard of it before. I had never even heard of Bitcoin.
Okay.
So we went in big time. We had resources. I have to say we were fortunate because we were doing very well. And we went in big time. And we found, because we do things on scale, we found a perfect fit between what we did about measurement. It moves to transaction.
Yeah. Okay.
So
beautiful connection. Last minute, and what are you going to talk about in at Big 19? What does China want to accomplish with blockchain for good? Because you're really interested in blockchain for good, and we do not think of China in blockchain for good as the first country. I mean, we were enlighten us in that respect.
Yeah. So what we will speak about are about value sets. Okay. So whereas America clearly is the land of the free, okay, and it dominates the internet sector in the West Coast. There are questions now whether the whole capitalist market, is actually, has it worked? The world is not particularly a great place. So the question is, China has 1.4 billion people, and it now needs to do things on scale. And they look to blockchain as an effective technology to be able to transform their society on scale. And so we are going to talk in Amsterdam about how blockchain can be an effective government instrument to change society.
Okay, Professor, I will see you on June the 7th. We'll make sure you have a good program there. And I'm looking forward to see you there.
Thank you very much, my friend.